Okay, so this is our database. We have 5 tables uh, for advisor, advisor meeting, meeting, student, and student meeting. Meeting stores all the meetings with their uh, the start time, end time, building name, room number, whether it's a group or individual meeting, and the number of students that are currently in that meeting. Advisor stores information about advisors, just standard stuff: email, first name, middle name, last name, room number. Student does much the same thing, just for students. Um, their email, their first name, last name, their school ID, and their major. Advisor meeting and student meeting are junction tables between student and advisor to meeting, and they store meeting ID and advisor ID as the foreign keys from advisor and meeting, and they connect the two because an advisor can have multiple meetings and a meeting could have multiple advisors, so we needed those to be able to connect them.
Here we have the advisor page. First, we start off with registration of the advisor. They type in their name, their middle name is optional, and they're going to type in their email, which correctly verifies whether or not they have an email and other fields that are not included. For example, let's try and submit this form right now, and they will get an error form saying that they need to provide the rest of the fields. Let's finish filling this form up with a building name called ATE, room 203, just say 203. Submit. Automatically takes them to the login page. Currently, we do not have a system for verifying passwords, so we are letting users just use their email to log into the advisor. Here we have the login for the advisor. This is where they can create meetings. So let's create a meeting for Monday or Tuesday. We'll start at 2 o'clock p.m. It's their first meeting. It will be in IT room 203, and we're going to say it's an individual. Creates an individual meeting. They can delete the meeting, and they can see the type of meeting, the room meeting, the time, and the ending. Now let's create another one for meetings with groups, and we'll also do it the second or the first. We'll do it at 2:40 p.m. Actually, yeah, we'll say 3 o'clock. IT room 203, the same one. This time we're going to make a group. Let's create that group, and we create another group meeting. Group, same room, just at between 3 and 3:30. So we can also see all the changes we've currently done in the database. If we go back into advisor, we can see that there's a new advisor called Jaime.Orellana789, and we go to the advisor meeting. We see the new advisor meetings that are generated on top of the meetings. Now these students can see these meetings and sign up for them. You can also validate some forms for creating a meeting. For example, we can have errors show up if we click submit with no validation or no form information, and it will show you the errors that you have. For example, we should probably enter a date. In addition, we can also delete the meetings. So let's delete the first meeting that we have with an individual, and it'll delete it. Now we only have a group and a student called Landrew, or Andrew Levin, for the meeting.
All right, let's go over the student side of our site now. To start, inside of our database in the student table, I already have a record with this email address. So if I try to add the same email, I will have an error saying that this record already exists. If I try and add some kind of random text, I'll get an invalid error as well. Let's continue adding a new record. like advisor, middle name is optional. This drop-down menu is for major. Just choose chemistry, and then we submit. In the table, this new record has been created right here. Go back and we log in. Same thing happens. This record does not exist. Get an error message. Let's go ahead and enter that. Submit. Now if we try to view our appointment, we don't have one right now, so it shows up as no appointment scheduled. Return home. Try cancel. Same thing, no meeting selected. Let's go ahead and schedule. Schedule an individual meeting. We have one, so we'll submit. Let's view our meeting. Shows the date, time, 30-minute interval, and the room number. Return home. Let's go ahead and try and schedule another meeting. Individual. See that you cannot have two meetings as listed in the directions for this project. Go home, and then we can go ahead and cancel this meeting. I'll show you in our table. This meeting corresponds to the student. I go ahead and cancel this meeting. As you can see, they don't have any appointments. And if we go back to the table, that meeting is now deleted. All right, and we log out.
Here we created a group advising site repo on GitHub. This way we allowed each other to commit to our code base and in addition create issues that we've also used. For example, advisor documentation, student documentation, creating videos. These are all like milestones that we have. We also have closed issues. So this is previously what we've done so far. And these are just some of the things we've done. Now, the reason why we use GitHub is mainly because it allows us to kind of see what we've done over the past and revert in any case that we break our code or our code fails. It allows us to also learn how to use version control together as a team.